But 2 years ago was an amazing run as Mary Pierce, who plays under the French flag, took out this title.
She had a great run to win that tournament, defeating Celis in the quarters and Martina Hingis in the semis, and Conchita Martinez, the clay court specialist, in the final.
The clay court specialist who won Wimbledon, one of the more surprising,
shocking
results, along with, say, Maioli winning here in '97 in the last 10 years or so in the majors on the women's side. Just like the last match, movement for Celis is an issue, and also for Pierce.
I think it's a very similar matchup. I think Mary Pierce has a lot of pressure on herself to execute her shots, to dictate early. Her ranking has dropped to 132. It'll move up quite a bit after this performance. She won 11 matches in a row at the French Open. I mean, to miss last year because of injury, the 7 that she won in 2004, leading up to this quarterfinal.
And the double fault gives Serena Williams the early break, and you would expect Pierce to be nervous. She hasn't played in a quarterfinals of a major since that French Open 2 years ago. She's been off so much of that time with injuries, and Serena Williams has really made it a part of routine business to be in the quarterfinals.
And Serena has been the informed player the last couple weeks, having such great results on the clay court. She's such a dominant figure on the other side of the net, and I think that will affect Mary. And these first few games will be critical for Pierce to relax and get into this match. A couple weeks ago in Rome, Mary Pierce played Jennifer Capriati and lost love and love. And I think that really intimidated her. She knew that she wasn't playing her best tennis. And once that little roll got for Jennifer, the match went by very quickly. Serena ranked number 3, her highest so far.
Kenza.
She's lost very few matches this year. She won the Italian Open, got to the finals of the German Open, losing to Henin 7-6 in the third. But she's looked very confident on the red clay courts. They haven't played in a couple years, but that last match, Pierce won easily in Indian Wells against Serena.
Yeah, we watched that match. We were amazed at how perfect Mary Pierce played that match. 40-15. Good start for Serena Williams. Couple of aces, 2 love. Mary Pierce, what about her return to Roland Garros? It's been an emotional 10 days.
No time coming to Roland Garros has ever been as special as this one for me. It's just a lot of different emotions. Last time I was here was 2 years ago. I haven't been back since I won. So I have just so many fantastic memories of everywhere I go, in the locker room, the center court, the gym. It's just so many memories, and it's just so exciting. I'm just so happy to be back.
The new short, snappy hairdo. Mary Pierce also won the Australian Open in '95, so she has already won 2 majors. And a lot of people, like Johansson, Maioli, people can win 1 major. When you start winning a couple of them, it puts an extra level of greatness in your career.
By Serena. Mary's going to have to take the ball earlier. That drop volley, not good enough. You got to take Serena out of the point quickly.
About 30. Pierce has had all sorts of injuries since 2 years ago, actually from April of last year. Did not play until earlier this year. She finally started to win some matches again, and that's why her ranking is so low. Can only go zooming upward if she keeps playing like this.
Double break point coming Serena's way.
How quickly will Pierce think about that Capriati love in this match?
I think she's thinking about it right now. Whenever you play someone who can overpower you and can hit winners and just get on a roll, you think about it, especially when you know you're still not playing your best. Mary Pierce is not in as good a shape as she was when she won this title in 2000.
Pierce has not had to play one of those power players yet, anything close. When you face that, it's a totally different kind of game. Mary Pierce down love 3. Serena Williams trying to join her sister in the semis.
I know a great shortcut up ahead, but I'm not going to.
Hungary had the big upset early in the tournament in the first round, and Mary Pierce took advantage of not having to face Anna. And then in the round 16, played Serena Ellia of Italy, who's been having a great year. She had just won Strasbourg, a small tournament leading up to the French Open, and Mary Pierce was starting to find her timing, her rhythm. She had plenty of time to set up to hit her balls. So she took advantage and would end some points up at the net. She's finally getting some confidence. Any win at this stage in her comeback will give her confidence, and it's a big win mentally.
And the key words you said there, a different kind of match, different kind of time factor. Against Serena Elliott versus playing Serena Williams, but Mary Pierce, they're doing something different.
She's got to take her chances. She's got to hope for the points to be short because she can't run like Monica Seles a lot of balls down.
30-15. Serena's last match, she dropped the only set that she's dropped in the tournament, playing Vera Zvonareva, qualifier from Russia.
She wore Vera out. Zvonareva was cramping at the end of that match. Where Mary really has to step it up, has to go for her returns.
Serena already with 3 aces. Just missed the last one. And after losing love to Capriati a couple of weeks ago, so important for her to get on the scoreboard right here and kind of erase any thoughts along those lines. Still, it's only 3-love first set. Ace number 4. That is a lot of aces on clay through 3.5 games.
Great placement up the tee. Such good disguise on the serve. She can really go to any corner in that service box.
Actually, on the fly, went right into that opening for the photographers at the back of the court. That's not easy to do. I'll tell you what, service percentage for Serena Williams, I understand it's early, it's 83%, and she is really hitting the corners. That's not a soft and fuzzy first serve. That's going for it. Serena Williams pulled serve, faced a break point, 4-love first set. Mary Pierce should take some extra time. That's something she's done throughout her career, is try to get on a tempo that she was comfortable with. The racket of Mary Pierce. crowd has had a love-hate relationship with Pierce through the years. They love her one year, and then they don't particularly like something about her attitude or an easy loss, and they actually will whistle and boo her through the years at times.
French say that when she wins, she's French, but when she loses, she's American. They sort of disown her. Not very fair.
15-0.
Amazing record before the quarterfinals since that U.S. Open win in '99. Serena seldom, if ever, loses early. However, after that quarterfinal, she had trouble until the U.S. Open last year when she got through to the finals. See, Pierce isn't used to people getting that last ball.
Right. Normally that backhand down line would have been a winner against most players. Serena stayed in the corner, anticipated, just barely misses the pass.
30-love. Love, 3 more chances for Pierce to see a 1 by her name in this first set.
That was a good first serve, but a better return. Serena really using the pace of the serve. Came back quickly. Mary really has to get that racket back early. Right away, just get ready for a fast reply.
Again, caught off. How do you get yourself? It's just you got to switch from one channel to the other. Serve and then get ready for the big return.
Right away. And there is no hesitation. You can't have any doubts about it.
S'il vous plaît.
Pierce needs this point desperately. 3rd chance to hold serve. Mary Pierce holds serve, but Serena Williams, the focused, new, likes the clay. A totally different attitude from Serena. She's up 4-1 live from Paris.
The final battle for the most coveted trophy in sports begins. The Hurricanes blow into the first final against Dominic Hasek and the Red Wings in the 2002 Stanley Cup Finals. Canes Red Wings coverage begins tonight at 7:30 on ESPN.
He's tough, yet sensitive. He's smart, yet humble. He's all that and a little more. Wow. More sports tonight at 12:30 on ESPN. This week, Alec Baldwin.
Hey, boss, check it out. I made a totally rad sign for our half-pound bean and cheese burrito.
Sweet.
I've included everything. 99 cents for a half-pound bean and cheese burrito with freshly grated cheddar cheese and beans we slow cook for 3 hours.
Bogus.
Is, bogus good?
No.
Bogus.
You know what I think?
Coming into the clay courts season, Serena Williams had not gotten past a quarterfinals of a clay court tournament, and here she is a couple of weeks from winning the Italian Open and with a chance to win the French.
And had played so few tournaments. Did not have a lot of experience on the clay. Played most of her tournaments on the hard courts.
This is Serena Williams' first major of the year. She sprained her ankle the week before the Australian Open, had to miss it. 40 love. Serena Williams 5-1 first set. Now let's go down to Cliff Drysdale with news on the shot point.
Pam, it didn't take long for Albert Costa to take out Cañas in the fifth. When we left you, he was up 3-0. He didn't lose a game. He has match point. So we've got a semi-finalist here. Albert Costa, number 20 seed in the tournament, is in the final four. He'll take on the winner of Correia and Pavel in the semi-finals. Now back to you, Pam and Mary Jo.
Thanks, Cliff. We can top that with Clarissa Fernandez, who's ranked almost 100 in the world in the semifinals. Very seldom do you see such an outsider in the semifinals of a major on the women's side. Amazing. Played Venus Williams.
Much more seldom on the women's side. On the men's side, more expected, especially here at Roland Garros. We have so many great clay court players that could upset anybody on any given day.
Pierce starting off the game with a double fault. And really what we've seen between the Celis match and the Venus Celis match and then this match is really almost sort of hard court tennis moved to clay courts.
Serena has just looked awesome in this first set. You can see she's just so focused. She's concentrating for each point. She's waiting for the right time to come in. Then she closes off well. I've never seen her this determined.
Set points for Serena Williams, who just continues to dominate Pierce.
She's just improved so much on the clay. She's worked on her angle. She's opening up the court. Just 12 winners already.
Oh, a little excited on that return.
15-40.
Another set point. Serena Williams, she can do very little wrong right now in this quarterfinal as Mary Pierce finds herself down 1-6.
Hi, Debbie.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. You look great.
Come on in.
The win here from France, plays under the French flag. Represented France for many years in Fed Cup, although recently hasn't done that. This quarterfinal, the third one played, will be Jennifer Capriati, the defending champ, taking on Jelena Dokic, who won the Italian Open last year and one of the bright new faces in the top 10 in women's tennis. 30 love.
Serena, once again, just not giving Pierce anything to work with. Taking advantage of her good serves, her approach shots, her movement.
Well, Serena Williams with another winner, and we're going to talk to in a minute her older sister Venus, who's down in the studio having a look-see at little sis just bang the ball away, having an easy time so far. There's Venus. Boy, Serena's playing great. 6-1, 1-love in that match. But let's first talk about your match with Monica Seles. Looked like everything worked pretty well, perhaps with the exception of your serve. How did you feel out there?
It was a little sunny, and really I wasn't trying to serve really hard, just wanted to place it, and getting to the point I felt that I was strongest in the rally.
Venus, how did you approach this match, having lost to Monica in the quarterfinals of the Australian Open?
Well, that was a tough match at the Australian. It was a lot of tough conditions for me, and you know, I just think she played better that day, but today was basically a different match.
This is your first, coming up, your first French Open semifinal.
Yeah.
Why have you been able to raise your level on clay this year? Why are you more comfortable?
Really, I'm just a lot more experienced. Last year, I just had a lot of bad luck losing in the first round. I had a bad day, and you know, I was shipped home. So this year, at least, I've done a lot better. I've been in the semifinals, and getting through a tough match like today really gives me a lot of confidence going to the next round.
And in the next round, Venus, you play Clarissa Fernandez from Argentina. Have you seen her play yet?
Yeah, I always play behind her, so I've seen her play.
Well, of course, it's another lefty. It's kind of unusual to play two left-handers in a row, but boy, oh boy, you must be shocked to be playing Clarissa Fernandez to get to the finals of the French.
Well, yeah, I just have to approach the match just like I've approached all the others and just play good clay court tennis.
Well, Serena looks really good out there today. When we talked to her the other day, she said that you've been playing better. What do you think about that?
I don't know about that. I don't know. Really, I guess what counts is that I've played well enough to be where I am now, and hopefully I'll just keep lifting the level of my game. But I think Serena has really been playing great, especially in her last match. The girl she played, she never played before, and she played so well that Serena did really well to win that match, I thought.
You don't want to say Vera Zvonareva? You don't want to say that name?
No, I'm not ready for that.
Hey, Venus, what about, I mean, it would be incredible to have 2 of 3 majors played, to see you two against each other in the finals. It's certainly looking more and more a possibility given how you're playing. You've been talking about that a little bit?
No, not really, because we just really been focusing on our result, because it's so close but so far, and what counts is that we just play each match well.
Venus, I heard a couple of your interviews in French. I knew you could speak Italian, but I didn't know you were fluent in French.
Are you kidding?
Let's hear it.
Come on.
Parlez-vous français?
Parlez-vous français? It's superb. Come on, Mary. I'm doing my best, but I'm still American.
Hey, Venus, congratulations through to the semifinals. I know you want to get out and watch your sister play a bit here.
I do. Thank
All right. We'll see you in the next round.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Meantime, Mary Pierce is serving with a game point for 1-all. See, Vera Zvonareva, people have no idea how brave we've been the last few days.
Not easy calling all these different names.
We're happy to see Pierce against Williams.
That was a great example of Serena taking her time, not overhitting that forehand. Mary really just having to fight so hard to win points out here. And early on again in the set, it's going to be so critical for her to establish herself.
See how many steps she took after she hit the ball. I mean, the great clay court players will slide into that shot, hit it, and be on the way back. Mary was sort of still taking steps away from the court. Deuce. That is such a tough return off a fantastic wide serve. Break point.
Williams.
But again, if Pierce could have had that racket back a little bit earlier, it would have been an easier shot for her.
Williams.
Mary Pierce has actually been working with an old coach of yours, Bobby Bang. Tell us about that.
He also used to work with Monica Seles. It's been going well. They started working in the beginning of the year. Bobby said it's been a little frustrating with all the injuries Mary's had, but he said that he's never seen anybody hit the ball so well when she's set up to hit it. She can really open up the court with angles. She can hit it hard. it's more mental with Mary than anything else. You should really try to get her in a positive frame of mind.
The greatest woman clay court player of the Open era. That's since '68. Is it Evert, Graf, Navratilova, Sanchez Vicario, Celis? Evert won 7 French Opens. Graf won 5 or 6. 6. Navratilova 2, Sanchez Vicario 3, and Celis 3. Chris Evert, 125 straight wins on clay. I don't want to give Chrissy the edge here, but just a couple of their...
She's got some incredible records.
Tracy Austin ended that run. I think it was in the Italian Open in '79. So log on to ESPN.com and let us know what you think. Of course, the way Serena Williams is playing right now on clay, in a couple years, we may have her name up there. I don't know who's we'd kick off. Maybe Navratilova. Hate to say it, only 2 French Open titles.
40 love.
Well, right now, Mary Pierce has very little she can do against Serena Williams, who's showing off one of the reasons why she has been the clay court player this season.
Introducing the next generation, the new 2003 Ford Expedition, a knockout new level of driving control, and the first and only full-size SUV with an independent rear suspension that will take on any move you throw at it.
Mary Pierce having the opposite issue as Serena Williams, trouble with both first and second serve points. Called good just inside the line.
Pierce a little more time to set up for this forehand. I just don't think she's used to the pace. She hasn't played anybody that hits the ball nearly as hard as Serena.
It's kind of a triple threat. It's not only the great power, she's serving unbelievably well, then she moves extraordinarily well. Put it all together when she's on. Where do you go? What do you do?
All you can really do is just hope that she goes through a bad patch and capitalize on it. That's been the biggest improvement, though, in Serena's game, is how when she makes a couple unforced errors, she regroups right away, she focuses, and gets back on track. That's just an enormous return of serve.
30-40.
Mary trying to get the first serve in, trying not to hit a short second serve, but Serena punishes the first serve.
Great winner. Just inside the line.
And I really think Pierce has no choice but to just go for the lines, a lot like Celis did against Venus. You might miss more, but when either Venus or Serena are playing well, you have no choice but to gamble. Good first serve there. Bobby Bank actually hurt himself running on the treadmill this week, pulled 2 muscles. He's on crutches. He's had to find hitting partners for Pierce.
Running on the treadmill? Did he fall off the treadmill?
No, muscle just popped.
Mary Pierce with a clenched fist because she'll take anything at this point. Only won 1 of the first 10 games. Now it's 3-1 Williams' second set. Serena Williams, we've been bragging about her serves. This is where she served the aces. Look how well up the line the first one was. That one located beautifully. That one must have fooled Pierce. That one almost on the line again. All four corners. That is so unusual to hit aces to all the corners.
That's why she's such a great server.
And as the returner, what are you doing? You're stuck sometimes. You're trying to guess and you guess wrong. You always hope when you play against a big server that they give you some patterns. They give you some knowledge of where they're most likely going to serve, say, on the big points. Someone likes a particular serve. And in the case of Serena Day, she's mixing it up so well. That's why she's only lost a few points on serve. 4.
Unbelievable. And Pierce has a great return to serve. But she's really just caught her off guard. She has no idea, Pierce, where the serves are going.
The ball was past Serena.
Got to get used to hitting that extra 2 or 3 balls to hit a winner against Serena. Look at this fabulous get.
It's a power move. It's low to the court. Capriati moves similarly. She's up next against Dokic.
Another great placement. Pulling Pierce way out wide.
There's very little Mary Pierce can do about that combination. In fact, nothing.
You almost have to guess. You have to guess where their serve's going and then where the ground stroke's going to go. Game point, Serena.
Earlier today, we saw Venus Williams get through to her first French Open semifinal, and now Serena is just 2 games away from doing the same exact thing.
ESPN Classic is taking on Tyson. All the fights and knockouts. Plus the premiere of Sports Century Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson wanted to kill people.
2 nights of Tyson. Starts 8 p.m. Friday only on ESPN Classic.
He's tough, yet sensitive. He's smart, yet humble. He's all that and a little more. Wow. More sports tonight at 12:30 on ESPN. This week, Alec Baldwin.
The best players in the world are coming to San Diego. Venus Williams, Capriati, Hingis, Kornikova, Davenport, Sellis, and exciting new stars Kim Kleisters and Justine Ennen. For ticket information, call 760-438-5683 or Ticketmaster. Get your Acura Classic tickets now.
On June 12th, sparks will fly with the biggest country music video stars burning up one stage.
Talk about me.
Get ready to raise your lighters high as CMT presents the new Flameworthy Video Music Awards. They'll be dressed to kill for rockin' performances, and you'll find out who's voted best by the fans. So watch the new Flameworthy Video Music Awards, only on CMT, Country Music Television.
Sponsored by Wild Bill's Western Emporium.
Champions 2000.
Mary Pierce defeats Conchita Martinez. Straight sets, 6-2, 7-5. Roland Garros champion.
Back to live action that seems like a distant memory to Mary Pierce during this match. 6-1, 4-1 Serena Williams, and it's love 30 on the Pierce serve. Absolutely packed court Susan Long, where all 4 of the women's quarterfinals are being played today.
15-30.
Great drop shot. 11 times Mary Pierce has played in a quarterfinal, and you can see besides winning a couple of those, she's also been to the finals of the Australian another time in '97, losing to Hingis, and in '94 lost to Sanchez Vicario after beating Graf in an impressive match.
She killed Graf in the semifinals, just taking her out of the point early, really picking on the Graf backhand.
Credit Celis and Graf for sort of ushering in this generation of power players. But I'll tell you what, Mary Pierce has had an influence as well. Off both sides, she can crush it when she's in position.
Break point. Mary Pierce here when Mary played her first French Open in the second round. And she was a wild card back then. And I just remembered her hitting the ball so hard. Fortunately, they didn't go in as often as they do now. But so hard, so cleanly. She gets the ball as it's coming up, as she just did on that last forehand.
That was in 1990, her first French Open. Advantage Pierce. Boy, the crowd will go nuts if she can win 2 games in a row.
Égalité.
When healthy, Mary's been very consistent, finishing in the top 10, been as high as number 3.
The crowd is looking for anything to get into this match. Pierce looking to hold serve 2 times in a row. She's not yet broken.
Not a bad idea. Why not change the pace, throw in a high loopy ball? But what does Serena do?
Look how far back she is to hit this angle winner.
Amazing.
Break point. Serena with a good conversion rate, 4 of 8. Another winning forehand. Serena Williams is feeling no pressure right now. 6-1, 5-1. Since losing that first set the other day to Zvonareva, boy, has Serena played clean tennis, only losing 3 games in almost 4 sets.
She's been remarkable.
It was almost like losing that set was good for her.
Fine-tuned her game. She hasn't lost that many points on serve.
Merci.
And remember, she's playing a good returner in Mary Pierce.
S'il vous plaît, le premier sagem.
Serena Williams can do everything Mary Pierce can do, but a whole lot better, especially move around the court and serve. Look at her, eager on that one, and it landed in the middle of the alley. It's a different kind of focus from Serena Williams.
40.
That ace number 7, brings up 3 match points. Mom was a little shocked at the serve volley play.
Well, everything's working. Why not throw in the serve volley play on match points?
That's what Hinga's used to do all the time. Rehabbing from ankle surgery. Another match point. There should be a big smile on Serena Williams' face. She played almost a perfect quarterfinal match.
Well, it's great to see Mary Pierce back, winning matches, healthy. But Serena Williams was just at another level completely from Mary Pierce. Just serving well, moving well, being patient, waiting for the right shot to go for it. She could do no wrong.